Assalamu alaikum, namaste, hotep, shalom alaikum, peace. This is Tracy Lene Muhammad, and I'm just going to take a few minutes of your very valuable and precious time while I am on the elliptical trainer to share with you some of the words I just read in a book that I'm reading. And we understand that life is not a journey, destination, it's a journey. But you have goals, and you have distinct things that you want to do in your life. So you want to get to the destination of being a millionaire. You want to get to the destination of having enough to do what you want in your life. So you have a plan. But getting to the destination, you have to allow for adaptation. You may decide that you want to be a millionaire by becoming a doctor. But perhaps when you get into that field, you decide you want to go more into a holistic approach and you don't see a lot of money coming right away. But perhaps you will adapt to that. You can still become a millionaire when you start to think on how you can make things easier for people. Really, in life, whatever we're doing, if we look at how can I help someone else, you will be wealthy. Because wealth isn't just money. But being a millionaire, I understand, is important to some. I'm one of them. And it's not just for the sake of having a lot of money in the bank, but it's what I can do with that money. The first thing I can do is set up generational wealth for my children, which is very important to me because they come from my lineage and my ancestors weren't able to do that. But because I believe in energy and in souls, I know my ancestors are here helping me every step of the way in spirit and in truth. I believe in angels and guides. I definitely believe that there is a power bigger than myself guiding me, but that power is in myself and there's no disconnect between me and that power. I recognize that many people call that power by different names, and I'm in a space now where I respect that so much. I respect that you call God what you want and we're still talking about the same person. We may just be speaking a different language, but the thing that has the same language, that's feelings. The way you feel, anger, sadness, guilt, shame, happiness, appreciation, it's a feeling. And it doesn't have a language. It has a feeling. When people are happy, oftentimes they laugh. Laughing is universal. Sometimes, and when people are sad, they cry. Tears are universal and they don't have a language to them. It's a feeling. So we're connected through the feeling. Language and religion may divide us, but feelings, those feelings, oftentimes you'll see people who lose children and they come together with somebody from a different background who's lost a child. And the feeling that they have losing that child is what connects them. I believe feeling is what we're after, that intuitive way to live, not the words, not the division, but the feeling. And I believe collectively, the world is beginning to feel the disconnect and wanting to heal it. A lot of the disconnect is due to white supremacy. That's not racist. It's even sad that I have to say that, because what happens is a lot of Caucasian people, as soon as you point out that white supremacy is ruling, they get offended. I believe that they get offended because the only things that offend us are things that we know to be true in our heart, but wrong. So for me, and what I see in the world, and what many see in the world, because the entire world has been tainted with the white supremacist mindset, we are experiencing a lot of pain, a lot of turmoil, and that has trickled over where little black boys and black girls and brown boys and brown girls and yellow boys and girls don't feel as adequate to do things. Or we even add things like, oh, he's smart for a little black boy. No, he's smart for a soul, period. He's a soul, he's smart. I do believe that identifying with your group is important because you can go further when you're looking at yourself in the mirror than when you're looking at something that doesn't look like you. So I really just came to share that part about life. It's a journey, but there are certain parts where we're destined to get to, but we may have to adapt The destination will require adaptation. How willing are you to look at it differently? Perspective is key. I made the choice a long time ago not to get on Facebook and condemn what somebody else believes, even if it seems idiotic to me. Because in the scheme of things, while I am deeply in love with myself, who am I to decide what the creator of it all has for somebody else? That's arrogant, and I won't do that anymore. But I also, like a vicious pit bull, will not allow anybody to tell me how to live my life either. I believe that it's one of those things where I'm not hurting anybody. I won't let anybody hurt me. I recognize now that nobody is doing anything to me. I drew it to myself, and I have to deal with it. And then there are some things that will come into my life just because life is like that. Life brings things to you. The wind can blow something your way. I don't believe that it was done in the sense of, oh, it wasn't supposed to happen to me. I don't trust two words, should and suppose. I don't trust those two words. And I'm trying not to use them anymore because those two words, for me, negate the power of the Christ within. They negate the ability for me to recognize that my soul knows what it's doing. I've shared this before. I believe that I am a God having the experience of a body, and the personality is the body part, and the soul is the God part. And they're inside of me warring with each other. Who's going to win? But here's the thing. The soul does not war with the personality because the soul has no ego. The soul recognizes that the personality must release ego. And as I do that, as I grow, and I'm so blessed to have a team of sisters with me that help me. When I need them, they are there. And I pray that I am there for them as well. So with that, I'm going to let you go. I'm going to go back to reading my book. I really hope that not only this day you recognize your power, your beauty, your divinity, your kindness, and your absolute ability to have everything that you can conceive of in your mind. It can come through you, but you might have to adapt to get to it. Be flexible. Assalamu alaikum, namaste, hotep, shalom alaikum. Peace out to Brooklyn and everywhere else.